everyone. My name is Bianca from the Ukrainian Actors and Actresses fandom. Today, in the episode of the Magic Behind Ukrainian Verticals, I have, as you can see, a whole cast and the director of another show again as a guest. So today we will talk about the shorts show, The Janitor Owns Everything. So I will say hello to Anish Saini, the director of the show, Marcus Brodie, who played Marcus, Jessica Carradero, who played Sofie, Mollie Green, who played Madeline, and Cody Critcher, who brought Kieran to life. So welcome, guys.
Thank you for
Hey,
having us.
thanks
No,
for
thank
having us.
you.
You.
You're welcome. I'm happy that we could figure out this appointment. How are you all doing?
Good, good. How are you?
Good.
Great,
Yeah.
amazing.
Very
Yeah.
well.
Happy to be here.
Yes, amazing.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, that's for sure. Um, I figured out you guys are still busy bees because right now in this industry, it's for some actors a little bit hard because of a few reasons. One reason is unfortunately the AI generated verticals, but I guess also it's getting more expensive to shoot, for example, in LA. So I hope you guys are still busy and getting booked all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
I think everybody is.
Can't complain, you know.
Yeah.
Could always
Oh,
be
yeah.
busier, but you know.
That's good. And I mean, I see that AMO Pictures and their collaboration partners in the different cities and countries are still working. And that's good to see. Because that's why you guys are here. Because as everyone can see, you are not Ukrainians, but your show was a production collaboration between AMO Pictures and 9 to 16 LLC, so Boris Film, and you shot the show in Atlanta. So how was it for you? Did you all knew from begin that's an Ukrainian production company who's doing it?
I didn't know at first. I think a casting director called me when I was like on a flight to Texas, right before I left for Texas, and they asked me to audition, and I didn't really have time, so I sent an old audition, and they called me back like half an hour later, and they're like, they want to book you, and then I booked it right there, and then but I didn't know anybody was Ukrainian until I actually got onto set and met everyone.
Yeah. How was it for you all? I mean, Molly, you've been already in a few shows of 9 to 16 LLC and AMO, and I asked Boris last time if you become now a regular. So you've been in a few ones, and he said, "Yeah."
Yeah. I feel very grateful, very lucky. I think I had my first production with them back in November of 25, and then it was just after then, it was like a match made in heaven, and they've kind of like adopted me as like their resident actress. So
It was
it's been
me.
very lucky.
It was me, Molly.
Wait, what did you
That
say?
It was me who told them.
It was Anish was like, she's mine. Happy to be
see,
here.
that's how it goes. How about you, Cody and Jessica?
Um, yeah, so I also started working with them in November of last year as well. So
Same
prior to this
project.
project, I was yes, also worked with Anish on that one as well. Christmas Kisses. That was a fun project. But yeah, so I have prior knowledge of them being Ukrainian, and it was fun working with a lot of the same faces again. Molly and I have known each other for a really long time, but Boris and his team were great. So
It's with Thomas King, Christmas Kisses, right?
Yeah,
yes, yes,
yes.
Thomas King.
Yeah, because I'm collecting right now for my Discord channel all the shows which are produced by AMO Pictures outside of Ukraine, and I'm getting a lot now because I'm finding more and more and more.
Yes.
So, Jessica, how was it for you?
When I got onto the project, I went through the usual spiel of, audition, talking to people, figuring out dates. But I didn't know that it was a Ukrainian production. I also, similarly to Marcus, learned once I was there, although whenever I got there, it was one of like the best productions I could have ever been on. It was so fun, everyone was so nice, it was also organized. It was a really great time. And at the time, I hadn't worked for a while. So being able to hop back into the whole spiel of acting and being on set and having it be just such a wonderful time was a really, really great gift, especially throughout the year because we filmed it in February. So it was just like a great kickoff to 2026.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Um, do you guys see if you already shot a few verticals, even for American production teams? Um, do you see there a difference between yeah, American production teams, or I'm not sure if there may be Chinese production teams also, or Ukrainian?
I
Um,
do, um, personally, just because I think that, again, my experience working with the Ukrainian team is exclusively 9x16 and Boris, so I don't really have anything to compare it to as far as other Ukrainian teams. But they do operate under a very like family-oriented environment. A lot of the people I have worked with are repeat crew members. They're very big about bringing people back. And as I said in our kind of conversation beforehand, Mollie and I just wrapped up on another project with them. And like, I'd say two-thirds of the actors that were there are people they've worked with before too. So it is really, they look out for their own. And that has been my experience.
Yeah, that's great to see. Um, Guys, if this new show is getting close to get released, you need to contact your other co-stars in the show, and maybe you can join me for another episode. I would love to. Um, but yeah, how you guys actually got into the vertical space? Did you only started acting with verticals, or did you do maybe theater before or some other things?
I started not acting, but I used to be a assistant director for a very long time, and then I started doing AD in verticals, and I was like, oh man, I don't want to AD in vertical. I don't want to do that. I want to live longer and happier. So then I started directing verticals.
don't tell
Yeah,
Will
because
Yeah.
that.
doing a full feature film in 7 days as an AD is a nightmare. Yeah,
Yeah, it's especially the pace is different. And not
yeah,
just the
exactly.
view that the format is going vertical, but the pace
Yeah.
is totally different. So how about you other guys?
Ladies.
I
Who?
want to go.
Marcus, you go.
No, ladies first. Ladies first. Go for it.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay.
Oh,
So I moved to Atlanta in 2021 for the film industry, and I think it was like 2022 or 2023 is right when the verticals really started popping
Mhm.
off. And at first, I kind of
23.
brushed it aside as like, oh, like that seems kind of silly and goofy. And then I realized, oh shit, this is what's giving people work right now. Like this is what's
Yeah.
filming right now. This is what's booming. And so I got into it. I was fortunate enough to start getting cast mainly in the villain roles. And I have a musical theater background. And I feel like because of my theatrical background, that is what made me really excel in the vertical space because you're bringing that sort of over dramatic style of
Yeah.
acting to the screen. And then it just started snowballing. So, yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was for me kind of something similar. I moved to Atlanta in 2021 as well. Mollie and I actually worked together for the first time in 2024, where we were both kind of co-villain leads on that project. So it's been years of us working together. But I shot the very first vertical ever shot in Atlanta. It was back, I want to say maybe in 2022. That sounds about right.
Which one was it?
It's
What was the
called
name?
Son-in-Law's Revenge on Real Short. So it's very old.
Yeah. I mean, the first shows came out in 23. I mean, it could be possible that they started shooting them in 22, but in 23 they started doing the verticals, or they releasing the verticals.
Yeah. But it
Yeah.
it was very um yeah, kind of the same thing. I kind of started here acting because, Marvel used to be filming here in Atlanta and Stranger Things, and that was kind of the appeal. Um, and then this vertical thing, especially the very first one I shot, was very just kind of like indie. It was, there's a camera crew of one DSLR camera and the crew of three people, and that was that, and now to see it basically operating on a professional level has been kind of eye-opening. And, we've been here since. So,
Great.
Yeah.
Marcus and Jessica?
I did my first one like 4 years ago. It's called My Enemy Alpha. It was like a werewolf one, and it was actually the first all cast of all color. Yeah,
Yeah,
in for
I
real
saw
short.
that. I saw
Yeah,
that.
so, yeah.
Yeah, then you didn't seen in a while in verticals. You always seen only white people. I said after this
Oh,
show,
yeah.
I didn't seen in a while any verticals where black people been in there. Um, so I
Mhm.
love that that we have diversity, and we need this.
Right. I feel like they're starting to do it a lot more now
Yeah.
as verticals are getting bigger. But yeah, that was my first one that I did, and I didn't know what to expect when I did it. Honestly, when I went to it, it was a lot bigger than I thought it'd be though, because it was here in LA. It was a fairly big production for what I thought it'd be. I thought it'd be a lot smaller, and it was actually decently big. So I think I took like a year off before I did another one, and then since then I've done a decent amount of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Jessica, how about you?
I have only ever done one other vertical, and I believe that was in 2024. And I remember when I did that one, it was when it was very early on in my acting career, and I wasn't really booking anything at the time. It was very slow for me. And so I was submitting to anything I can, and I just happened to get called back for that. And I was like, okay, cool. No clue what a vertical was. I just saw that it was called a vertical miniseries and it shot in Atlanta. And I was like, we'll figure it out when we get there. Sure, it's work. Why not? And then went up there. I learned that it was like a movie for your phone screen. And I was like, okay, that's cool. That's different, you know? And then as I was shooting it, I learned more about like the whole culture of verticals and like how they work and where to find them and like how they're shot, which was really like it was interesting to see going up there completely blind because I was like, where is this going to be released? What is a vertical,
Yeah.
basically? And so after shooting that, I then did my deep dive research on what a vertical was, and I learned a whole lot more. And that was right about when they started picking up, I think. And so after that, I started seeing them a lot more. I started submitting to them a lot more. And then I got fortunate to do this one earlier this year. So, and I love verticals now. I know so much more. I've met a lot of great people working on verticals. So it's been fun. But yeah, I went into it completely blind. Not a clue.
Yeah, like most people. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
if yeah, people from the industry, actors, crew members, or even the community on the beginning, no one knew what are verticals. And for example, here in Germany, you barely can find something online. If you are Googling what are verticals, there are not many articles about it in German, but slowly they are starting to do in verticals here as well. I mean, in German for now, but they shooting now in English as well. So we will see where this is going. But since we are here and it's all about the janitor owns everything, is maybe one of you, yeah, willing to explain what the show is about?
Anish, I think you'd be the best at this.
I'm so
Yeah,
down.
let our director take us home.
Marcus.
So in the start, we see this guy, janitor guy, normal. He's just there to do his job. Where Cody comes in, plays his classic character, kicking the bucket and be like, "Hey, get this done, blah blah blah, or you're fired." We don't know what's happening. Why is this guy being such a PG-13? Why is
You
this guy
can say
being so
everything
bad
here.
to the other guy? I can. Why is this guy being an asshole to our other poor janitor guy? And then he's like, okay, fine, I'll do the job. Then comes in Mollie, another classic coffee spill on Mollie. And she's like, to my office. And in the middle of all of this chaos and these two guys being so mean to Marcus, there is Jessica, sweet little girl, always trying to be good to everyone. And that's how she gets the company in the end.
Yeah.
I don't want
You
to
just
spill
gave
too much
away
for people.
everything.
Spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
Spoilers, Anish.
Then I can
Now they
say
won't even watch
anything.
the show.
But they have to watch it to see how she gets the company.
You're right.
That's
True.
for
You're right.
sure.
The
That's
journey.
for
The
sure.
trailer.
You got to see the middle.
Yeah, that's in
Yeah,
the
and I
trailer that she
mean,
gets the
Very
company.
He
important.
stole it from me. She's
and I
actually the
mean,
real bad guy.
yeah, and Molly and Cody,
Scared.
you being mean in there. And I mean, especially Cody. While I was watching it for the first time, I said, holy crap, he is a racist. Um,
You know what's
and I mean,
actually
you
really
you were a
interesting?
racist in there.
Yeah. You know, something
Those
really
small
interesting,
things.
like before we started shooting, I had so many like concerns in my head and I wanted to like change some dialogues. I don't know if Cody and Marcus, you guys remember we had that little discussion on day one
Yep.
before we started shooting. Like, I felt like the script was racist when it came to the descriptions, but dialogue wise, it was still missing little racism. And that's the discussion me, Marcus, and Cody had before we even started shooting on day one. And we were like, oh, what are the comfortabilities? Where are the lines? How far can
Yeah.
we go with racism? They were both really amazing with that. And that's why I think everyone's liking the racism that's in the script.
Right. And
Yeah,
yeah, I told him it was
It
okay
feels
because
real as well.
like there's so much racism out there in so many different types of media that is so much worse than anything that we did in this. So I was like, yeah,
yeah.
it's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
And I mean, I remember one scene on Kieran's birthday. He's handing out the cake and apologize. And on the top of the cake, he put some chicken. And
Forgot
I
about
said,
that
"Oh my
part.
God. Oh my God."
How could you forget?
Right.
How did you call it the cherry on the top?
Yes,
Yeah.
the cherry on top.
Yeah.
This fried chicken, just playing into the stereotype.
It was
But he's
awesome. Like it looked so funny while shooting it. And even like when I was at the monitor and when the way Cody did it, like Marcus was holding the cake and he's like, and he gets the chicken, puts it there, and then he's like cherry on the top. I was laughing at the monitor.
I can imagine. I mean, Marcus played Kieran very good because he distracted him by the police
Oh yeah,
officers.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's so
Yeah,
easy
good.
to play him in this case. Um, no, but I'm a very detail-oriented watcher. I see a lot of things which maybe not most of the audience see. For example, while Marcus and Sophie been in the restaurant and they were dancing, Jessica, you had a beautiful dress on, and you had a close-up from the back side where Marcus put his hand on your back. And I seen, how do you say it in English? The hanger of the dress was looking out in the close up. I can send you later a screenshot of that. So you know what I
I
mean
missed
by
that.
hanger? The things which you have in the clothes to put it on the hanger, those fabrics.
Yeah.
You could see
Oh,
that.
Yeah.
And I loved your look while you tried or ate the oysters. The typical look like most people do if they're eating oysters. It was great.
hey, that was the same look
Funny.
I had when I saw fried oysters. Because I was like, who eats fried oysters?
I mean, I
Did you
love
actually eat
seafood
it?
and fish, but I never ate oysters yet. I didn't have the chance yet.
So, funny story. That was actually my first time ever eating an oyster, which Anish wanted to capture on camera. So that was my real genuine reaction to eating the oyster. It was supposed to be a raw oyster,
Because I
but
remember we discussed that you wanted to try it once, right? Before we shot it,
yeah. So
right?
like I've
And then we
never
were
had
like,
it, and like I was
no,
like, what if I
like,
spit it out?
yeah,
Yeah, that was.
good, good.
But the crew
That'd
was
be
very
funny.
kind to me, and they got me cooked once. So I did end up trying a raw oyster later on. That just wasn't on camera.
Oh,
Was it better that it's not on cam, or it was what could be on cam as well?
You know, I feel like my on-camera reaction to the cooked oyster was a lot more dramatic than my reaction to the raw oyster. Because the raw oyster, actually, I think I prefer it. It was quite
right?
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. You made it sound so scary, Anish.
Well, no, that's what I was saying, that raw oyster was better than the cooked ones. That's why I was like, no, just
Mm.
don't taste it, just eat it, and I'm gonna get your original reaction, whatever comes out of the cooked oyster.
But
Cooked
this
oyster
look
was bad.
was this look of you was great in this situation. It was really great.
Thank you.
You were
Thank you. It
welcome.
was genuine.
Yeah, and I love that you keep sometimes scenes in there which are lifetime reactions. It's
Yeah.
not just in your show and in so many other shows as well. And I love something like that. It's make it
It's
more believable for the audience, you know?
yeah. It's also it's more fun to do, I think. I think as an actor being able to like try new things for the first time and have that genuine reaction be on camera, it's it's more fun. It's for everyone involved other than just the actor. And so having that was just the hype up for it, and then having it in the film and having it be the one that they used was just a treat. A nice
And
one and done.
I mean, how often you get the chance to try something like that?
I was scared when I saw it in the script.
Oh, really?
I was, yeah. I was like, does it have to be an oyster? And they're like, yeah, we already got the oysters. I'm like, okay. Got it. I'll prepare.
Okay. Okay, I guess I would be easygoing there because I try everything before I say, oh, I don't like it.
Hmm.
So it's just my natural that I'm trying everything. And I mean, I ate already so weird stuff. Um, yeah. But anyway, Molly, since you are playing often the villainess, how is it for you to be always that mean? Because you are actually such a nice and lovely person. I mean, we talked a few
Yeah.
times already in DM, but how is it for you?
Honestly, it's a blast and a half. Like I have been fortunate to have been cast as a lead a few times as well. And so it's cool to have that contrast. Um, Playing the lead is really fun because I feel like you get to be a more like grounded, real human being, whereas the villains,
Yeah.
it kind of depends on how the villain is written. Sometimes you get a villain where this one with Madeline, she was definitely like I tried to make her very grounded and real as well. She was very manipulative, and she was more like psychologically kind of messed up. um,
Yeah.
but some villains are like on the crazy, crazy end of the spectrum, like having meltdowns, tantrums, like literally just being absolutely heinous. And honestly, it is so much fun playing the villain because you get to take that character and just go absolutely nuts. Like, be as ridiculous as you want, as real as you want. Like, I consider it like my job is to have recess. Like, I'm having fun being as ridiculous as possible. And I couldn't be happier, honestly, in the villain realm.
I
Yeah,
agree
and I
with that. The villain roles are so much more fun. So much more fun.
Yeah, I hear that often.
Is
I hear that often. And for example, I spoke to a few gentlemen from Ukraine who are actors, and they are playing mostly the villains. And in our conversation, I said, "Oh my God, we always see you as a jerk and so cruel and so on, and here you are so lovable." It's always great to see the difference, you know. And
Mhm.
I mean, Cody, you playing often a villain as well, right?
Yeah, I would say probably 85 to 90% of the time it is a villain. So um I'm in a similar boat as Molly. We've had many conversations about kind of the villain typecast and what it means and how to escape it. And but yeah, it's been fun. It's definitely fun to do.
It's
And
so
two
then,
interesting
sweetest
for
people
me
you will
because
ever meet, by the way, who play just killer villains. Both sweetie pies off camera.
right, I was gonna say the same thing. It's so interesting. Now I know Cody and Molly for a while. Most of the times they've been villain on my shows, but they're completely opposite in real life. And Molly, not that much, but Cody, yeah.
Wow. I will see my way out. Thank you so much.
tell us more. Tell us more, Anish. It's getting interesting.
I don't know.
Nah, but I honestly feel like Molly being typecasted for villain role is just when it comes to my shows. When it comes to Lucy's show, my girlfriend's show, she's the lead, she's the good person, and I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, what is going on, Anish? What is it that you are seeing in me? Why?
Is it the red hair? Be
It's the
honest.
it's the typical vertical red hair.
Right.
I
Yes.
knew it.
Yep.
Hey, Jessica
So,
has red hair too. I'm a little confused.
It's the shade of red.
Yes.
Yeah, yours is just too bright, and yours is
Got
real.
it. It makes sense. Yeah, yeah.
yep. But I think it's great to see that actors can play villains, but also the leading roles, because sometimes there are actors, you put them always in a box. They are always a mafia boss, or they are always a villain. And I think for me, as an someone from the audience, I love to see different varieties of an actor, because it shows me what this actor is able to play. And I mean, there are great actors out there who playing villains, and mostly I hate these people in these shows, but this is actually a compliment. If I hate a character in a show, this is a compliment, because it shows me that the actor or the actress is doing such a good job.
Yeah.
Well, we
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Yes.
You guys killed it.
Thanks.
Are there any interesting or funny stories from set which you guys want to share with us? Because you know the fans love behind the scene stories.
I guess I kind of have one.
Okay.
So there, the I wonder if you remember this, Cody, but because you were there. But there was this dress that I had that I wore most of the time,
Mm.
and it was the pretty beaded dress,
Hmm.
and it was
The one you wore to the
gorgeous. I
party?
loved it. Yes, that one. That
Yeah.
one. That whole party sequence was a feat in itself because we filmed it very late at night, and everyone was
Yeah.
very tired and running on Celsius. But that dress specifically, I had to put it on multiple times and I had to get sewn into the dress. Because if you can't tell with the scenes that I have with Marcus and Cody, who are very, very tall, I'm in turn very, very small. And I'm like wardrobe's worst nightmare. So whenever we had to put on that dress, everyone was like, oh man, because I had to get sewn into it. One of the days when we were filming the party scene, we had some rest time. They were setting up the scene, and me and Cody were in our little rest area and we were playing a game of Ninja, which I don't know if you know what Ninja is. Do you
Yes,
remember
I
this?
remember this.
What is the
So
game
we,
about?
huh?
What is the game about?
So Ninja is just a game you play when you're bored, and you basically are fighting like ninjas to try and cut each other's arms off. And so whenever you hit the other person's arm, their arm is out and they have to fight with the one arm and so on and so
Ooh.
forth. Yeah, very, very intense contact game, if I do say so myself. But me and Cody were playing that game, and as we were playing the game, I went to go chop off his arm, and the seam uh on the back of my neck popped off, and I had a wardrobe malfunction as we were playing the game.
Oops.
And I was like, no! And Cody, being the sweetheart, went and grabbed my coat, and we ran back to wardrobe. I was like, guys, guys, guys! You were like, oh no! It was a whole thing.
Yeah,
But
Wardrobe
luckily,
wasn't that happy.
yeah, they're like, why were you playing Ninja? But
I
it's
think I
a
was
funny story
sitting
to
there
tell
like,
now. Very, huh?
oh yeah. I think I was like sitting there zoned out on my phone, and then I like hear you like run away, and I'm like, what just happened?
I think
I
you were
had no
asleep
idea. I was
behind me,
not
and I
paying
think I woke you
attention.
up with my screams.
So, or something like that, something along those lines.
Yeah,
But yeah,
kind of
I ran
like
back.
a typical scene out of a vertical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just get
Luckily,
ready.
there
the
you go.
scene
You
right
guys
after
could use
that,
that in
we
the
filmed
vertical,
the
Anish.
table scene. Huh?
I said, Anish, you could use that in the vertical.
Yeah, I know. That
Next
and the
plot point.
push
Here you
on
go.
Champagne Tower.
Mm.
Oh yeah. The typical champagne showers in almost every show.
Yeah.
Someone gets
Classic.
spilled.
Which,
Yeah.
no, but like weird enough, I've done almost like 15 or 16 verticals now. I've never had a vertical where someone is pushed on a Champagne Tower.
Oh, good. I
Yeah.
mean, it's much better to drink this stuff and don't spill it. So,
Anish,
no,
if you
it,
need someone to get pushed into a
True.
champagne tower, I got you. Mollie's got you too. I mean, I think she's done it before, so
Molly is
she
the
has
only
some
We
one
experience.
that pushes
we
you.
love crashing.
and the funny thing is, always if someone get pushed in a champagne tower, you always hear the noise of the plastic glasses.
Yeah.
You don't hear normal glass. You always hear plastic clicking around.
Yeah.
That's a great
Yeah,
point,
I did that
actually.
in both.
Talk to Post about that.
Right.
Yeah. Let's just get a whole tower of breakaways. I don't know how much that costs, but let's just
Wouldn't
get
Let's
it.
that
just
be a
use
dream?
real glass.
Well, might as well while we're at it.
Why not?
Let's injure me again.
Yeah, I mean, there are so many
Speaking of
verticals.
realism,
At at least someone get spilled with some fluid, or they get hit by a cake or something
Yeah.
like that. You mostly never miss something like that. Someone is getting dirty.
Molly
Always
got coffee spilled on her.
Yep.
Yeah.
did,
That's our
and then I
splash
had to
zone for
look
this one.
around.
True. True.
And I mean, as a vice president going into the office and you think you are firing Marcus, and then you just say, get undressed. The first thing.
It's a
But we
What?
don't
compliment.
get more in details because you guys have to watch the show to see what's happening.
True.
She tried it.
It's called tactics, strategy.
Right, right. No,
She mapped that out to a T.
Yep.
Absolutely.
so, yeah, is there anything what we should know more about the show? Because we just can see what we saw in the show, but like I said, we want to hear more background stories.
Mm.
And by the way, you mentioned before the energy drink Celsius. Unfortunately, we can't get it here in Germany.
Ah,
Really? What kind do they have there?
Oh, we have so many kinds, and I mean, we do an unpaid advertisement now. For sure, we have Red Bull, but we have Rockstar, Monster, and some brands from discount supermarkets and stuff like that. So we have a few things, but Celsius, we don't have this. I mean,
Do
I
you know
could,
why?
I don't know, they just don't sell it here in Germany. So I
Huh.
know some German
Too unhealthy,
people.
probably.
Yeah, probably too much
Yeah,
caffeine or
Not,
chemicals
it's
or
not good for you. Which, I mean, none of
something.
the ones you named are, but
I mean, for me, Celsius always have a special thing because I grew up in the street which was called Celsius Street. So,
Ah.
mm,
but no, all Germans from the audience who tried Celsius so far, they got these cans from the Netherlands or Belgium or Luxembourg. So they can get it from there, but not in
you gotta
Germany.
smuggle them in.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, I would love.
Anish wouldn't do too good in Germany. I just remember he was getting his Celsius runs, and he got his own
Drinking like 3 a day.
he has like three a
It's
day
more
and
than
had his
that.
own like package of
Maybe.
Celsius specifically for him.
Was it
Yeah.
the peach
It
kind?
was a
Deep
peach,
peach
yeah.
vibe.
And
Yeah.
I remember that I got one of yours one night because I was like, I really want one. And one of the PAs went and asked you if it was okay. Because I was like, man, I need something. I need a little pick me.
Yeah. I had to start hiding them because Anish would just take them all and hide them himself.
Anish
No,
hoards
it's just the one
for
flavor that
sure.
I
And I mean, I'm an expert regarding energy drinks because unfortunately I'm drinking them a lot, but they don't have any effect to me. I could drink 2 cans and I could go to sleep.
same.
Um,
Me too. Me too.
uh, yeah, and uh, an old story. I mean, it's the same with Red Bull. It was way back then, it was forbidden in Germany. It wasn't allowed here in Germany because of the ingredients which been in there. So I learned about Red Bull in on a ski vacation in a ski resort in Austria, because you had a shot glass with red vodka, Red Bull, and they put a gummy beer in it. So that's how I learned about this way back. So energy drinks are your lifesaver on set?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Especially on like the
Especially
12
when
hour
the
plus
call time
days.
is like 6
Yeah.
a.m., 7 a.m. I need energy drinks.
Even worse if it's like 6 p.m.
Oh,
You go
don't
through
even
the
get me
night.
started on those nighttime call
I'm
times,
okay with
man.
those.
No,
Oh
give me the
no.
6 a.m. over the
Right,
6
for
p.m. any
sure.
day.
For sure.
Yeah,
Because we
I
went from
hot
like shooting like mornings,
night.
then we went to like shooting nights, and that messed my schedule all up. Like when we went to shooting nights, I was like,
Yeah.
what is happening?
No, brutal.
So fun though.
Sorry, Molly.
Marcus, I
No.
feel like you're
I
up there with the
listen.
Celsius count too.
Probably, well,
I feel
like
like you
one to
had
two.
quite a
One to
bit
two. I never hit three, but 1 to 2 for sure.
with like the 4 cups of coffee that you had as well.
Yeah, 1 to 2 plus 4 cups of coffee. Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, that's a good
But
thing I don't drink coffee.
Oh, that's crazy. I can't live without it.
No, I like the smell of coffee, but I don't like the taste of it.
Mm, I get that. I get that.
yeah, I can
Yeah,
see that.
What were you gonna say,
but
Molly?
Oh, I was just saying you guys are complaining about night shoots, and Anish and I have talked about this because we're both night owls. I personally prefer the night shoots. I am not a morning person, so when I see like a 6 or 7 a.m. call, I'm like, well, this is hell for me. But doing like a 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., gorgeous,
Yeah.
beautiful.
No, no,
For
because
example, if you guys would ever go to Ukraine to shoot there, I will ask you in a bit if you would be willing to do something like that. But for example, in Ukraine, you barely have overnight shootings because in Ukraine they have curfew. Between midnight and
Mm,
5 a.m. in the morning, no one is allowed to be outside because it's an active war zone.
Yeah.
And if they are having overnight shootings, they staying at the property where they are shooting.
Mm.
wow.
That's yeah.
are they
Yeah,
still actively shooting projects in the Ukraine currently?
every single day. For
Wow.
example, in
Wow.
February, AMO Pictures shot in total 100 projects in the short month. not just verticals, they also those shorts, I will think, and maybe some other things, but they shot 100 projects only in February.
Wow. It's
Amazing.
crazy.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Can I
mean,
tell you something funny?
we
I used to work
go
at
on.
Dharman Studios for 2 years. And then when it was my time to leave that studio, I was looking for new work. I actually tried to contact AMO Picture for Dramatize Me, but I never really heard anything back from them. Because at that time, I didn't know it was all being shot in Ukraine. And then 6 months later, I was hired as a vertical director, and now I've done like 12 verticals with them.
Great.
It's funny how that
So
works out.
working on verticals with them was never a plan. And when I started working with Boris, I didn't even know what Ammo Picture was like, that Boris was involved with them. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to Atlanta for another vertical, and that's it. And then I find out, oh, this place where I've been wanting to work doesn't even exist in America, it's in Ukraine.
Yeah. And I mean, AMO Pictures is the biggest production company from Ukraine. And by now they are shooting in UK, USA, Canada, and Australia,
Crazy.
beside Ukraine.
That's nice.
And unfortunately, you guys, for example, if you would say, hey, we want the one or another male actor from Ukraine in our show and shooting in LA or in Atlanta, it's impossible because men in the age of 25 to 60 are not allowed to leave the country at the moment.
Mm.
Oh,
Because it's always a possibility that they get mobilized to serve their country. And that's the thing in Ukraine. To explain it to you, I mean, my audience already heard it in a few episodes, but to shoot a vertical in Ukraine, it's not that a big of a difference because the pace is the same. The amount of pages you have to learn for each day is the same. The only thing what could happen is that while you are shooting, it could be possible that an air raid alert is going off, and then the whole team have to decide if the attack or the threat is so urgent that they have to go to a shelter, or if they say, okay, the threat is not that close, we can go on just normal. And then you never know if you go to the shelter, if it takes a few minutes or a few hours, and you still have to stay in plan of the schedule because these actors have back-to-back projects as well. And sometimes they have to rewrite the shows or they have to schedule a new appointment where they can reshoot this. And sometimes even it's happened that they started shooting a story and then from 1 second to another, they have to rewrite the whole story because the male actor is not available no more. Because on the way to the set, they got stopped by military recruitment and they got mobilized.
Wow. So they can
Yeah.
just pull them off of the street and to do it?
Yes. Yes.
Wow. That's crazy.
And for example, last year I had actually two parts of the Magic Behind Ukrainian Verticals. I spoke to one of the actors because we planned our interview in August last year. And 2 days before this appointment, he contacted me and said, Bianca, I'm sorry, I have to cancel. I got mobilized. And in the beginning, they are in training camps and they get their phones maybe once a week for an hour. And on the other side, they taking their phones, and sometimes the family members don't even know where their relatives are. That's what happened with one of the actors. He was missing, and then they learned about that he got mobilized.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
That definitely gives it like a good perspective, for us just for how lucky we are to be able to do it here in the US. Like there's nothing to complain about on set when you can deal with stuff like that there.
yeah, yeah. It's pretty hard, but in this conversation with Bogdan Bazenko, that was the name of the actor, because in November or December we recorded it because he still wanted to do it, and I uploaded these episodes on YouTube, and you have to be 18 plus to listen to it because we spoke about some subjects which is not for the ears of younger people. And on one point, I said, I didn't just fell in love with Ukrainian verticals. I also fell in love with the country, even if I never been there yet. But if I see pictures and videos, how beautiful this country is. But most of all, I fell in love with Ukrainian people because they are so full of life, so positive, so lovable. And yeah, I even said if I would have the opportunity and in a financial way, I even would move there, even if there's now the war. So, and I guess you've seen the Ukrainian people on set. They are all great people, I assume, in the States as well.
They're amazing. Yeah, I
Definitely.
love this team more than anything, and I tell them that all the time. Every single time I work with them, I'm like, you guys are family. Please never stop casting me because I just want to be around you all the time. They're the best,
Definitely.
the
Yeah.
sweetest human beings.
And the
Yeah.
most efficient team I've ever worked with too, like Jessica and Mollie were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I heard from other casts and actors if they work with Ukrainian production teams in the States. How was it for you that the team is speaking Ukrainian and you don't understand what they are saying? Is it more, does it make you nervous because you don't know what they are talking about? Or is it maybe even positive for you so you can concentrate and focus more on your own work?
Um,
I don't think they did too often, honestly. Not
yeah,
that
I
I
don't I
remember.
don't think they
Okay.
do too often. I mean, maybe sometimes usually I feel like if they were talking in Ukrainian, it was like talking about a future project, like it was like something completely unrelated. But having done a lot of verticals already, I'm so used to hearing Mandarin on set that like hearing Ukrainian was nothing new. And like it's just like it's another element of verticals being such a multicultural global thing that I've gotten used to hearing, people speaking a different language. I mean, I've been on set before where they're
Mhm.
speaking Spanish or, like I said, Mandarin, Ukrainian. It is just to show that film is such a global art form.
Yeah,
Right. Very true.
I like that it's so multicultural. I like
Exactly.
that a lot.
I love it.
Um, but what I mentioned before, if, for example, AMO Pictures would come to you and say, "Hey, here's a script, but we are shooting it in Ukraine, not in the States," would you consider maybe traveling there to shoot their project?
Yeah, I would.
You
Yeah,
would?
if it was the right project, for sure.
Because
Yeah. I love
I
traveling
would.
for work.
then let's do it this way. I will, I mean, they know you already because you're shooting a few projects or one project for them, but I can remind them again. And I will send you later on the official link where you have to apply because they need some infos which I can't give from you. And mostly you are not just going there for one project. For example, there is one actor from France, Pierre Loger. He is right now, I guess, for the sixth time in Kiev. And today he just posted a picture. It's the 21st day in Kiev while he's shooting there in a row. And so he's shooting for verticals and for these shorts for YouTube as well. And he would always go back. And that's what you, for example, can see on my YouTube channel. I talked to a few actors who been there. And if you're listening to their experience, how it was for them, all of the actors from abroad who been in Kiev to shoot there, they all said, I would go back,
That's
even if
amazing.
it can become loud at night, because the air raid alert going mostly off at night, but sometimes during the day as well.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
to make it more easy to you, every actor who's from abroad going to Kiev, first of all, you can't fly directly. You have to go, for example, to Warsaw, by plane, and from there you have to take a train because the airspace over Ukraine is blocked because of the war. And you will have all the time and personal assistance on your side, which is available for you 24/7, especially, for example, if at night an air raid alert is going off, because Ukrainians have on Telegram special channels where they see what kind of attack or threat is it. And it's not every night like that. And they getting in touch with you immediately and tell them, hey, you can stay in your hotel room, or it's better go to a shelter. And the hotels where you, or the hotel where you yeah, where you sleeping in Kiev is directly in the center of Kiev, and it's have their own shelter. So you will get the necessary information what to do in a case of emergency. And these assistants are picking you up in the morning from the hotel, bringing you to the set, are the whole day on set with you, helping you maybe sometimes to translate, bringing you later back to the hotel after the shooting day and showing you around and showing you where you can get some great food and stuff like that. So you are not alone there, which
Okay.
helps too. Um, yeah. Is there anything what you guys want to say to the audience or to production teams, etc.? You can do it now.
I just want to say thank you to anybody that's watching this or watched this show. Thank you for watching. You, as long as you're watching, we're going to be able to keep making these, keep acting. So we appreciate it.
Anyone
Well,
else?
he just covered everything. Marcus,
Oh,
you should
that
have just
was,
said one sentence.
Got it. One sentence. There we go.
Go check us out in the Janitor Owns Everything. Thank you, Bianca, for having us.
you're
Oh, I want
welcome.
to tell audience
Oh,
one
yeah.
thing. Do not watch AI verticals.
Yes.
Oh,
Don't.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't
Don't
think I
watch AI
could watch it.
verticals.
I don't think I could watch one even if I wanted to.
It's a
Yeah,
hard sit through, and that's for a reason.
Yeah.
yeah. I clicked sometimes on verticals because you couldn't recognize immediately that it's an AI generated thing. You had to go into the first episode to see what kind of vertical it is. Because I think vertical apps need to mark those verticals that it's AI generated. So you can
Right.
decide as the audience, do I want to watch it or not? Because right now, even verticals with real life actors, you can't see it immediately by the movie picture or the movie poster because they are mostly AI generated as well. So you
Mhm.
always have to click on it to see
Yeah.
what kind of a show is it. And this makes it so much more difficult. And yeah, and I don't know how they count the number of views, because I guess even if you just click once, it shows you as a full view, and I think
Mhm.
that's wrong as well. They need
There's
to,
probably watch time also. They're accounting for watch time as well as views.
yeah, I hope so. They doing it like this, because
Yeah.
sometimes I'm wondering if I see on some apps there is a new release of a show, and on the next day they have one just to say a name, 1 billion views. And I said, how can that be possible in one day? You know? So there must
Yeah.
be
True.
some big advertisement, even if you just see an ad somewhere in social media, maybe it's get counted as a full view. So it's pretty hard to figure that out.
Mhm. Yeah. Huh.
No, but like these guys said, you shouldn't watch it. I mean, everyone can do whatever they want to, but you shouldn't watch AI generated verticals because I seen now by a few actors out of the industry that they are complaining they didn't had the chance to shoot a vertical in 2 months or in 1 month. They don't
Yeah.
get hired. And I mean, it's not just the only reason why they don't get hired. Like I mentioned it before, it could be the cost of the shooting locations. And in this case, I always say, guys, coming to Europe, so maybe it's getting cheaper here. And especially if you want to shoot period pieces, Germany would be awesome because we have so many castles here and great landscapes. And mentioned it in another episode as well. I have one of my admins, she's working for the city of Bonn, and she's responsible in the city to hand out the film permissions if you're shooting outside of a building. So I have connections.
That would
So
be
you guys could
amazing.
come.
Imagine shooting a vertical in a German castle. Are we taking notes, Anish?
Anish,
Boris?
I think you need to talk to Boris and let's get the ball rolling.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah,
if
yeah,
you're coming to Germany, hire me so I can help you out in so many ways.
totally. Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, come on here. And I mean, do you guys know the vertical app Candy Jar?
I've heard of
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I'm familiar with it, yeah.
It's a German-based company.
Oh.
They are based in
Oh,
Berlin, but they're not shooting here.
they're
Hmm.
shooting in LA mostly,
Yeah,
right?
mostly in LA,
I
right?
guess
Yeah, because I
so.
don't
And
think they're shot in Atlanta.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure where else, but at least I guess they recently opened an office in LA as well, but it's a German-based company.
Wow. That is so cool.
Their
And
stuff looks really good from what I've seen. It's
yes,
very
and I can
high
tell
quality.
you why it is like that. And I mean, if you ever have the chance to shoot for Candy Jar, take the chance because the stories on Candy Jar are based on books.
Hmm.
It's
Mm.
not a
Cool.
typical vertical, and Candy Jar is, yeah, so far mostly the only vertical app which have sequels. Sometimes you have a part two, part three, and once they had already four parts. So if you have the chance, do it.
Cool.
It's the same with Drama Pops. Drama Pops is an app which was shooting it in Istanbul and in Lithuania. If you're going there, the quality is amazing as well. But you can be
Okay.
happy with my drama as well because they have great values, what they want to see in their shows and whatnot. Because I hear it, they gave some rules. So you don't see often the typical vertical tropes like a 40 episode long banquet scene or extreme violence against females and all the miscarriages and raping and stuff like that. Sure, you can't leave out the violence out of a vertical if it's necessary for the story. I always say, just imagine there is a mafia movie and the mafia king is not cruel and ruthless. He's just handing out some flowers and it's all lovey-dovey. It's not working. So you need this. And but this is great to see that my drama, for example, say we don't want to see this other stuff.
Oh yeah.
So
Does anybody know where or what apps like the SAG verticals are being shown at? Because I know I've done like a handful of auditions for those recently, but I don't know like what apps or where those exactly are even at.
I I don't even think, at least in Atlanta, that I haven't seen any in the Southeast that are under
Really?
that contract.
I
Yeah.
well, I mean the ones that I have seen have shot in LA, but yeah.
so if someone from the audience, no matter if it's from the audience or from the industry
Mhm.
insiders, if you know something about it, just leave a comment and I can forward the info. Because I don't know if
I'll
they're,
check the comments.
Comment below.
yeah, yeah. And I mean, I don't know if there's just one app where they're showing these shows. I guess
Like
they selling
multiple,
the
yeah.
shows. Yeah, yeah. And that's
No, sure.
you can yeah, you can't say there's only one app where they have the SAC verticals. It's like it's not working
Mhm.
like that. And I mean, there are too many vertical apps out there. I heard around 300.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's insane.
I mean, it's pretty expensive. For example, here in Germany, the average of a weekly membership for no matter which app, it's an average of 23 to 25 euros a week. And if you just imagine how many vertical apps are out there, sure, you have sometimes the luck, especially if you have an iPhone and you had already once or bought some coins or had a subscription, you get sometimes offers It's crazy. A friend of mine had, for one vertical app, I guess it was for Vigloo, a yearly membership for 10 euros.
Oh,
So that's basically almost nothing.
Yeah, big difference.
Yeah, I mean, for Real Short, if you take a yearly membership for Real Short here in Germany, you're paying, I guess, around 230 to 250 euros. So that's a
Yeah.
lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I want to thank you guys so much that we made it this time.
Thank
And
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you for
thank
having
you're
Yeah.
us.
you.
welcome.
Yeah. Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. And Anish, I give you some homework. Always, if
yeah.
there's a new show of you or from your girlfriend,
Mhm.
give me information about cast and crew.
We will.
Because unfortunately, you know how it is in most verticals, we are missing the credits.
Yeah.
And everyone needs to be seen and get recognized and appreciated for their hard work who were working on this project. So if you have something, give it to me. I
Mhm.
take
I
it.
will.
Because I always say it's so important, especially for you actors, not for the audience. Sure, we in the audience, we want to know who you are as well. And it's important for the review pages, for example. The review
Yeah.
pages want to give the credits to the right people. But most importantly, I think it's important that vertical apps, production companies, casting directors, and so on know what the names of these actors are. Because right now we're getting so many new actors in this industry that you sometimes have verticals where you don't even recognize one single actor in it. And if you don't
Mhm.
know who this is and you say, hey, I want this actor in my show, but who is it? You know,
Mhm.
and
Hmm.
that's why we always need those credits.
Right, right.
Yeah.
IMDb is probably the best place to go, but they're not always on there either. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
They
that
mix
is the
it
Not
thing. I
up.
think
Ukrainian wise.
verticals are notorious for credits taking a while to show up or crediting the wrong people. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
100.
I
Yeah.
I can be cocky enough and say for Ukrainian verticals, IMDb is not good. Not at all.
Hmm.
Come to Discord, check out my database, because I'm getting my infos if I don't recognize them myself, these actors. But if I get some information, I'm getting them out of first hand. And on IMDb, you have sometimes actor. There's one actress. She have there 5 profiles because always the name is spelled differently, and mostly the actors don't do these pages themselves. These are vertical apps. These are production companies, but mostly fans creating these profiles and they don't do it properly. I mean, if you have an IMDb page and there is a new show coming out, do it properly. Don't just put in some actors' names. Don't miss out to put in the role names. They are important as well. Fill out all the important information. Who is the production company? Who is the director? Who's the script writer? Who is the gaffer? Who's responsible for the camera, makeup, and so on? Because I heard a lot of, especially for example, review pages. They watching out who's a writer, and if this is a writer who they like, because the stories are always well written, they want to watch the shows of this writer. But if it's not available, this information, how do they know?
Hmm.
So I'm always for that we need more credits for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, I wish you all a lot of exciting scripts. I wish you all that you get hired more often, especially at these times right now. And yeah, I hope we see you again in another Ukrainian produced vertical.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Oh yeah, thank you. And it's good seeing everybody.
Yeah,
Same
it's
here.
been too
Yes.
long.
Oh yeah.
Reunion.
Oh
It's so
yeah.
nice to see you guys.
Oh yeah.
I miss you all.
It's so awesome.
Same here.
Yeah,
Until
like
next
I
time.
mentioned, I love to reunite you guys. But I wish you all a great rest day, and I talk to you soon.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you
you.
so much.
For watching.
Yes, thank you for
Bye
watching.
bye.
Yes, thanks for watching.